Sarah's oil is touching. I'm breaking down why it's a sweet period piece, what the rating actually means, and why it'll make you fall in love with Zachary Levi when you pass that popcorn. Guys, this was a really good movie. I'll be honest, I was a little nervous that it was gonna try to push some agenda, but thankfully, I was wrong.
It's been known to happen.
What we got instead was a heartfelt story about a young girl who grew into one of the richest people of her time, and the emotional journey that came with it. It's definitely a movie worth watching, especially if you've never heard of Sarah Hector, like me, or you're a fan of Zachary Levi, also like me. Considering it's PG, it's proof that you don't need a ton of swearing or over-the-top violence to make a movie that's interesting, emotional, and thought-provoking. But that's just the beginning. Now we're getting into the acting, story, details, and reasons for the rating. Spoiler alert once we get to the rating.
You have been warned.
And let's get this party started.
I mean, really, let's do this, Mother!
First up is acting, which I give an 8 out of 10. The acting in this movie was quite solid.
Nice.
I just wish that the narrator sounded more conversational and natural, like she was telling a story to someone, not trying to sound like she was telling a story to someone, you know what I mean? Also, some of the accents from some of the actors fell off here and there, but it was nothing too big.
That's not bad.
The real standout, though, was Zachary Levi. He absolutely carried this movie. He was magnetic, charming, and totally believable for this time period. I mean, it felt like they literally just plucked him right out of history for this specific movie. His performance was absolutely incredible. It kind of made you swoon. This is the female gaze right here.
I've been really trying.
Now for the story and script, which I give a 7 out of 10. I didn't really have any complaints about the story, but I also can't give it a 10 because it simply just felt like a solid, average script. I'm basically rating it on the same scale as Truth and Treason, you know, another time period piece.
Yes, I'm with you so far.
And since it just didn't quite reach the heights of Truth and Treason, I think a 7 is fair. I mean, some of the dialogue could have been written better, like more flowy, more natural, but those moments were few and far in between. Overall, it was a well-written movie. I mean, it was coherent, it didn't feel incomplete, and it hit all of the emotional beats that it needed to at the time that it did. It was good.
But then that finale, wow!
Now for the details, which I give a 10 out of 10. This was one of the real highlights of the movie for me. I've always loved period pieces. There's just something amazing about being able to step back in time. And when a film nails the details, it feels like you're actually there.
I'm right there with you.
So in this movie, everything felt authentic and true to the era. From the styles of like the different clothing between working class citizens and the rich, and also the divide between these social classes. There also weren't any continuity errors. And also, they put a lot of little small details into this movie that just made it feel more alive.
The attention to detail is excellent.
Here's your spoiler warning, guys, because now we're getting into the reasons for the rating. This movie is billed as a PG drama, and that about sums it up, so let's talk about that.
Sex, baby.
Levi's character is a grifter who charms women into giving him money, and we definitely see him showing off them tricks in this movie, but it's nothing more than PG.
Language.
So there was only 2 D words and 2 hells. I will say that the word coon was used 3 times as a slur, though.
Time for violence!
There is a bit of violence in this movie, you know, considering the subject matter, but it's pretty mild overall. There's no blood shown besides a busted lip, and the on-screen action is limited to punching and brandishing of guns.
Lower your weapons.
Throughout the film, some characters get roughed up by thugs, a side character is shot and killed off-screen, and it's mentioned by newspaper that 2 children were killed in, like, the town over, but that's to show the seriousness of the situation. Also, a dog does get shot, but don't worry, she survives.
Boy, you had me worried there for a second.
Overall, I give this movie a 7 out of 10. This movie was a pleasant surprise. I went in unsure of what to expect, but it turned out to be a really heartfelt and well-made story that just pulled me in. It truly goes to show that even a PG movie can be stellar with the right care, and that you don't need a lot of graphicness or swearing to make it believable and good.
Wasn't that just magnificent?
I mean, the acting was solid, especially Zachary Levi. I mean, he was amazing. And the story was emotional and engaging, even if the script had some rough spots here and there. And the details, they were just gorgeous. So if you've got time, you definitely should see this movie. It is so worth watching.
Wrap that up and give it to a child on Christmas, because we're done.
Hey, don't go yet. There's still more to see. Click right here to see my most recent review about Predator Badlands. It was so awesome and so worth seeing, and this review shows you exactly why. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and just remember, once you pass the popcorn to me, it's okay to talk, it's okay to text, and I'll see you later. Bye!